Here is a case study of a software or IT consulting company who had zero exposure to the search engines, or at least had very little idea of how to increase that exposure, but leveraged SEO to get quite a bit of exposure in about 3.5 short months. So this company came to Seattle Organic SEO and asked us to improve their web traffic to their website. They were willing to not only explore search engine optimization, but also start off with a little bit of PPC or pay-per-click advertising, and continue to do a little bit of that through this 3.5 months. But primarily wanted to improve on their organic results so that they could decrease their PPC spend over the long term. Well, we're going to look at 3 months of activity in terms of the traffic to their website. So if you look at this initial little slide, you'll see we break it up into 3 distinct sections between November and about February this past year. In total, they had about 3,000, 4,000 visits in the entire period, but you'll notice that they got a lot of that chunk here towards the end after we did our work. So let's look at the first month here in November. Well, before they even encountered, or rather before they engaged with Seattle Organic SEO, they didn't even have Google Analytics installed. And so that was one of the things that we started off by doing, is laying out the base metrics. And we like to help our clients make sure that they know what kind of traffic's going to their website. And so we set that up, and also Google Webmasters, and had some nice little ways of gauging what we did over that period of time. Well, right at the beginning, you can see, they had about 646 visits in total. And so some of it already was coming through the search engines, about 560 visits at that time. But you will notice by paying attention to the next couple of slides, here in month 2, we were able to grow it literally like 40% within that first month, not only with the PPC campaign, but also with their organic traffic, and we'll point to that here in a second. And then in the third month, we grew it to an astounding 1,900 visits, literally triple plus, so over 300% growth in terms of their traffic to their website. So they had lots of opportunities to basically convert as far as visitors to their business model. And the interesting thing is that we increased their search engine traffic from about 80-some% to as high as almost 90% of their total traffic, but that total traffic increased as well. So this number basically ballooned to 1,700 visits because of the search engine traffic that we helped them grow into their website. And you'll notice that it's actually not just their entire traffic that grew, meaning sometimes you can get traffic from other sources like direct hits, meaning people are typing exactly your website, or potentially you're getting other websites to bring you traffic. But here, examining specifically the organic traffic, you'll notice that right at the beginning in this first month, they only had about 530 visits from the organic traffic, but we helped it grow here in the second month to 100 plus, which is about a 20% growth specifically from organic traffic. And you will notice that this is kind of a good thing, because obviously if you got a huge spike, that is not necessarily as organic, or it's not a growth, but rather just a spike. But here in the third month, you'll see 1,495, so almost triple that traffic as far as organically getting more visits to their website. So we help them do that through their SEO, or their search engine optimization on their website. And you notice here right at the beginning, they got as a peak about 31 visits a day from their organic traffic, but right at the end, we had over 3 times the amount of traffic in terms of organic. And you can see through the graph that we were helping them consistently grow all the way to these bigger waves, where you can see the traffic is just increasing to, like I said, 102 visits a day at the peak here towards the third month. And it might not be the peak. It might just continue to grow, which is what we try to do for all of our clients. And their general traffic, the same thing. You know, they had a total of about 39 visits at the peak at the beginning in the first month. And then once we got into the third month, now their peaks are at 117. So quite a bit of traffic as far as what we've been able to improve in terms of not only the search engine optimization, but their entire traffic, and literally giving them 300% growth and great opportunities to convert them into clients or customers or what have you as far as your purposes on your website.